What's up, everyone? My name's Murray. I'm the founder of Hele Outdoors. And for today's How It Fits series vehicle, we've got the 5th gen Rav4. So any Rav4s from year 2019 to present, that's the vehicle we're going to be talking about today. In terms of order of operations, we've got the Solo in the back of the Rav4 right now. So that's what we're going to start with. We'll show you legroom, where the legs are placed, headroom, how much storage you have underneath, how it fits in here, right, where the legs are placed and seated. And then we'll switch over to the Duo. We'll put the two-person version in here, show you the fitment there, and then we'll make sure to put the Stubbies on as well for those of you who want to have extra headroom. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's take a closer look here. Just a brief walk around. Right now I've got the legs on their lowest setting. You see the ones in the front, the lowest. Now this is where the uniqueness of the Hele Box comes into play. That middle set of legs is actually a notch higher, and that's because no vehicle is completely flat. You always got to dial it in. But the Hele Box, you can get a completely level sleeping surface. And then in the front, we'll take you around and we'll show you where those longer legs are dropping down into. All right, so now I'm in the front, and you see one leg is dropping here into this footwell, and the other one, if I can get a good shot for you guys, is sitting right there on that center hump in the middle seat. Same adjustment. Now what's unique about the Hele Box, for those of you who are new to the channel, every one of the legs are independently adjustable, obviously, but what's really cool about our system is that we've got a dual lock. So this push pin here sets your height, and this one here locks in this inner leg, so there's no play or wobble on your system. We're the only sleeping platform on the market that has that today. If you like a sturdy sleep, the Hele Box will deliver it for you. And for those of you wondering about the back seat access, with the Hele Box Solo in place, you can still have access to the extra seat in the rear. We've got the double seat laid down flat here, but here's the single. It's up, you're good to go with the Solo. Now, as for storage space underneath, you've got a ton of it with the Rav4. This is at its lowest setting. You can set it up higher if you've got to store more things or need more space under here. I've already got the Hele Box compartmentalized case underneath. That's what it looks like. And obviously the big benefit here, you see how these seats are angled forward with the Hele Box because the rails clear over them and drop down. You get a nice level sleeping platform no matter what vehicle you're working with. So we've got the Solo in here. Now I'm going to jump into the front seat and show you what your feet access looks like. So that's with it set up. It's just about touching on that back seat. Push all the way back. And for reference, I am 5'11", and my legs can just about go straight here in the front seat. And here's a quick look of the Hele Box with the sleeping pad included. I'm going to jump on top now and show you what the headspace looks like with the standard legs. Here I am on the Hele Box in the back of the Rav4 with the standard size legs on. You know, you actually get a decent amount of room back here, all things considered. If I was to go into a Cobra, I can just about get my chest off the sleeping pad. This sleeping pad's 3 inches thick, so keep that in mind. In terms of maneuverability, I can turn sideways, totally flip around here. I've got extremely broad shoulders. I think I've mentioned in some other videos, so take that into account. Once again, I'm 5'11" and about 200 pounds. In a little bit here, we're going to put on the Stubbies, the much shorter legs, and show you the difference in headroom. Just remember, the more headroom you get, the more storage space you're giving up. So keep that in mind once we switch over to the Stubbies here. So we got the standard legs switched out for the Stubbies, as you can see. And then just put a little green Coleman stove under there to give you an idea of, you know, how much room you have to fit things. This is at its lowest setting. You can set them up a little bit more. And then the Hele Box bag obviously won't be able to fit underneath anymore, so I have it sitting right next to it. Popped up this side seat. We'll take it down for you. I can move this out of the way. And here's the profile view with the Stubbies in place. Now coming back around here, you'll see you're much closer to this back seat, but you still get a nice and level platform and significantly less storage space underneath, but you get a ton more headroom above. So we'll show you that in a second. I'm going to move to the front and show you the difference with legroom. Keep in mind, right, because the platform's gotten lower with the Stubbies, it works better with the curvature of your front seat. So you actually get more legroom when you have the Stubbies on. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so I'm in here. Now my legs are fully extended with a little room to go. I can even scoot that back a little further. So I got a ton of space, and I'll move this back. It's pretty comparable. That's as far back as that seat will go. And this is with the Stubby, so it can almost go completely back once you have the Stubbies in place. All right, now I'm in the back of the vehicle with the Stubbies on. I'm laying on the platform, and you've got quite a bit more headroom. So I'm going to scoot back a little further so you can see the pad. And if you remember with the standard legs, you know, I could just about get my chest off the platform. Here I've got all the way up to my rib cage. So you get quite a bit more headroom, but just keep in mind, right, with this extra headroom, you traded off some storage space underneath. So it's really personal preference on what you're looking for. And of course, on the Solo, the Double, the Stubbies, you name it, all of them have the same capability right on both ends. If you need to get access to something that's stored underneath, you can pop off the topper, slide underneath, get access, and then just pop it back on. Now we've switched over to the Hele Box Duo. We've got in the back of the vehicle. You see it fits just perfect on both sides in terms of width. It's the same exact design as the Solo, just a bit wider, as you can tell. Same legs. They go into the relatively same places. And we'll swing around to the side and show you what that looks like. Now here's the space from the side. Just the same as the Solo with the standard legs. We'll put the Stubbies on in just a minute here. And then we'll show you that front seat access for your feet. All right, so here I'm in the driver's seat. I got my left foot, sit and relax, my right foot. Put it on the gas or the brake. I've got enough room up here for me. I'm 5'11". The seat is slightly reclined, but we'll show you a couple other options if you want extra leg room here in the front seats with the Duo. Now, if you're looking for extra leg room, whether you're using the Solo or the Duo, there's a couple options for you. The first is the Stubbies. We talked about that. We'll put that on here in the Duo in a second to show you. But the other option that's pretty unique to the Hele Box here, that you can actually get 6 inches back while you're driving around and then get the 6 inches back on again when it's time to go to sleep. So you can have a full 6-foot sleeping platform. All you need to do is remove the wooden slatted topper from this end, slide it back, super easy. And then I'm going to drop a link here and in the description as well. We'll show you we've got a full adjustment video for this. Basically, you just loosen both ends of those brackets and this slides back further on the frame. So you'd slide it to here, tighten it down, and then this end piece here, it's about 8 inches long, pops off, and then you get a ton more access, feet access in those front seats. So while you're driving around, you keep it popped off, and then when you're parked, it's time to go to bed. Cool, I want my 6-foot sleeping platform. Just pop it right back on, and you're rocking and rolling. All right, now we got those standard legs switched out for the Stubbies. So with the Stubbies on the Duo, gain a ton of extra headroom, lose a bit of storage, but you still got a long ways to go there in terms of storing things. Now, if you're looking at the Duo and you're wondering what size mattress you should get, this is one of our prototypes. We are going to be releasing our own sleeping pad. It might be out by the time you're watching this video. But if it's not, there's a ton of other really good pads out there in the marketplace. There's a ton. And on our website, we have the size and specs. So you can cross-reference and find one that you're comfortable with. Or maybe you already have in your gear closet. So we're back in the driver's seat. We've got the Duo with the Stubbies. My legs are fully extended and I am just only now touching the pedal, the gas pedal. So more than enough room for me at 5'11". I would actually scoot this chair a little bit forward so I can safely touch both pedals. Yes, the Duo with the Stubbies, you get quite a bit more legroom for those front seats. We've got 2 people on the Hele Box Duo, just to give you an idea of what the spacing would look like in the back of your RAV4. And that's going to wrap it up for the How It Fits series with the 5th gen Toyota RAV4. If you've got other questions or looking for helpful information, please check out our website, heleoutdoors.com. I'll have the link to both the Duo and the Solo below. This YouTube channel also has a ton of other really helpful information and fitment series with different vehicles. Once again, my name is Murray, the founder. Thanks so much for tuning in.